that off. Hello,
Hello, birthday boy.
Hello.
Nancy, Leticia.
Hi.
You're alive like I am.
I'm eating a lot of chocolate.
A lot of
Oh.
chocolate.
I'm already through this one.
Oh my gosh.
I got the basket here. I'm working my way through the whole basket this week. I need my energy.
Need your energy. You're doing a lot of moving.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss Leticia.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm fine, but I choked this morning. I know my voice is all like, ugh.
And Reverend
Oh,
Barbara.
well.
Good morning. Happy Monday.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
Happy
I heard
Monday.
all about you, Nancy. That was wonderful. Everything looked wonderful for Saturday.
We had a
Wow.
perfect
Kudos
day. The
to
weather
you.
was perfect. It was really nice.
Kudos to you.
But you must have been so tired after.
I was good the whole party, and then the next day I kind of fizzled out.
For sure. That's a lot of work, but it seemed extraordinary.
Everybody helped. People were running in and out with plates and doing dishes, and everybody helped.
Excellent.
Hey,
John
Miss
made some
Rita.
drinks.
Good morning.
Good morning. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Miss
Hi,
Lois
Rita.
and my
Hi.
Hi.
and Miss Tammy.
Yummy. Hi, Lois.
Hello, everybody.
Good morning,
Good morning.
Leticia.
So what are we grateful for today?
Mm. You go first, RD.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look.
Oh,
What does that say?
Beautiful.
Life is good.
Life is
Yeah.
good.
Yes. Love that.
We have to show Rita. Hey, Rita.
Hi. Hey.
Hi.
We all have these shirts on.
Well, I am so grateful for Nancy and Bruce for walking at their home and the beautiful garden and for creating an incredible party. I'm so grateful for that. And all of the details and the bells coming together for the book and the cards and the prayer flags which are behind me over here.
It was fun. It was a group effort. Everybody did something.
It was a group effort.
Yeah, it was fun.
Wonderful.
Nancy, you're so humble. You did way above and beyond expectations, every detail, no rock, no stone unturned. I was incredible, incredible.
Thanks.
Definitely agree. Definitely agree. It was
Thanks.
fabulous. Your backyard was just so done, and the dojo was just, and the house was done so beautifully.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It was a lot of fun.
It's a
Everything was like a
labor of
magical day
love.
in paradise.
mhm.
It was. It truly was
Yeah.
a paradise.
It was an oasis. You've created a sanctuary and you could feel the energy as soon as we walked in.
Mm.
Thank you. We had a pizza guy deliver a pizza last week. And he was commenting about the front yard. I said, oh, the front yard's nothing because there's no color in the front. I said, do you want to take a peek in the back? And he got as far as the back deck and he goes, the vibes. I feel the sacred vibes. This was a little Spanish pizza man. He was vibing off the backyard. So I can't take credit for that. That's all Bruce and Thomas.
Nice. Really nice.
Mhm.
So what are you grateful for?
it's already been said, but I am so grateful for you, Nancy, and everything that you did. It was like really, Tammy said this morning, it was magical. It was truly one of the best parties I've ever been to, and just I was blown away by what you did. I mean, it was enough it was like a wedding, you know. I mean,
Wow.
everything from soup to appetizers to the food was amazing, and the detail of the little. I'm so touched by the bookmarks you made and the prayer flags, and it was just everything. It was just such a magical day, and I'm so grateful that the Bells were able to come together in person, and each and every one of you made that party special. But I'm very grateful.
Well, my son has a new girlfriend. He's only been dating her about 6 weeks, and she was at the party. She was sitting on the fringes, and she said to me, she said, I was people watching all day. She said, and I'm trying to think of the word she used. Something to the effect of a fantastic group of people. She goes, I thought you knew each other your whole lives long. I said, no, nobody knew each other. A few people knew 1 or 2 people, but some people had never met anybody. I said, so you don't have to feel left out because you don't know anybody. You know, she goes, you could feel it. She goes, I was just sitting there watching people having such a great time. So that's good. Usually his girlfriends are a lot younger and all they want to do is go climb a mountain or something. They don't want to sit around with us. So she had a great time. Rita, your husband is a hoot.
Oh, thank
Just
you.
enjoyed talking to him and to Bill.
Yes. Yeah.
And
Well,
John made us special drinks. He
Oh,
made
it
a
was so
cocktail.
good. It was so good. His
Yeah, he
drink.
named it and he made a cocktail and he
There he
poured it
is.
in
There he
a
is.
gallon.
There's John, the barmeister.
It was great. He came from the train on his bicycle, toting this gallon of alcohol in his backpack. It's great.
The Purple Lighthouse.
Yes.
John, you'll have to send us the recipe.
Yes.
With my pleasure.
Did
Yeah,
you make
was
it
so
up?
delicious.
Yes, I did. I actually, I don't know who I shared this story with, but when I was bartending,
With me, you did, yeah.
oh yeah, there was it's a twist on it's a twist on a Cosmo, and it's a way to just kind of liven up the atmosphere with a different color. So there were some young ladies who were interested in who said that their favorite color was purple and violet. So I did a play on blue curacao and cranberry juice and added a little touch of magic, and voila.
I'm finishing the leftover instead of orange juice.
Oh my gosh.
This is what was left, and I'm having it instead of orange juice.
There you go.
That's a breakfast of champion. I'm down for.
Hey, I don't have to go anyplace.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
It was a fantastic combination because I don't a lot of times don't like those mixed drinks because they're too sweet or they're just not right or they put too much of this or too much of that. And I have to say it was absolutely perfect. Delicious.
Yes, if I wasn't driving, I would have had many more.
Yes.
I wasn't driving my mother's car, I would have had.
Well,
More
next
than
time
a
we have
half.
to get a location where people could take mass transit or bike drunk like me. But the secret is fresh lime juice. Katie and I we're big on like making certain it's a little bit of a labor of love to get all that lime juice in, but man, it makes such a difference in the drinks. I really attribute it to that.
And that's what I had the fresh key lime juice in my key lime bars. That's right. That's why you mentioned the squeezing of them. Yeah.
And how was it for you, Leticia and Barbara? I know you were on the Zoom. Was it a little bit too much or?
Well, for my part, I kept thinking, we're taking you away from your party. So I kept saying, okay, let's go. Go back to your party. Go back to your party, because I was feeling that even though I was happy to sort of share and see all of you and get a glimpse of the beauty of the whole party, I felt that we're taking you away from the present moment. So that's why I sort of scurried away. But I was happy to be there, virtually at least, a short while.
Mhm. Yeah, so am I. It was wonderful to be a part of it, and thank you for you're the birthday guy, but you're the one that's busy trying to include us, and thank you for doing that. That was really nice. But I agree with Letitia, you know, the feeling for you to go on and enjoy your party. Everything looks so wonderful, absolutely beautiful. My word for it, from what I saw and the photographs that I've seen, and that gift from Sue, everything looks so exquisite, really. And just now listening to all of this, it's just wonderful, absolutely wonderful. That's why I came on today, to hear all the, to hear your experience.
Explain the purple sweaters. Life
the
is good.
purple? This purple came from Rita.
Oh,
And Rita, why don't you explain the t-shirts where they came from?
Oh, well, I happened to see them at my brother's store in New Hampshire. And I said they're just perfect because it's, you know, life is good. And it's purple chi, and it had a flower, and it had the saying in the center. And I just thought it would be so perfect for everybody to have one. So I bought all the ones he had, and then I ordered a flock more from the website.
Wow.
wow.
Thank you,
Thank
Rita.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You'll have to give your brother a plug. We need his website so we could order from his shop.
Isn't it called Hubert's?
It's Hubert's in New Hampshire. Not sure if he has, I think he has a website. Not sure what he does, but you know, it's a clothing store that
Okay,
my father and mother started it
Wow.
in 75 when they moved to New Hampshire. Actually, no, it was earlier than that. It's been, no, 72, because he was celebrating 50 years and giving people 50% discounts
Wow.
on certain things because it was 50 years. So my parents had it, then they sold it to my older brother. And then just a couple of years ago, he sold it to my younger brother. Now my younger brother has it now, and it's Hubert's.
Nice.
The whole history is on their website.
Oh, it
Okay, I
is?
have to look it up.
Good plug.
Yep, so I thought the purple chi would just be so much fun for everybody, you know, who came to, you know, to have a shirt. I wish everybody had one for everybody.
They're beautiful. I love it. It's nice and soft and comfortable.
Yes,
And it's such a positive saying, and especially because RD talks about purple chi, healing chi, and life is good. So it just seemed like the perfect combination.
Very generous, Rita. Thank you. It really, it's
Thank
lovely.
you.
I love it. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And the small is perfect.
I still have 3 mediums.
Except for John, it was too feminine for him.
Oh,
Oh,
He's a manly man.
No, thanks, Heather. Thank you.
My
right.
biggest
That
wish-
was pretty petty to say that, Nancy.
I'm gonna go to Hubert's. I'm gonna find one with a sunflower that says "Life is good." That's just a little more on the, you know. I'm gonna mix her, and I'm in the group. Don't worry.
Well, this morning I told RD to try his on because I said it did look a little feminine on John. It did, John. It didn't look a little. But I said it was because you're so buff the way it cut. But so when RD put it, I don't mean that in any other way.
No, but
All right, now you're making me
now-
blush too, Heather. But
it off in
On
front of
video.
all of us. Took it off in
Dig
front of you.
myself out of this hole, but RD tried his on, and it looks great on him. It doesn't have that same like. It is a little bit of a feminine cut, but it doesn't look that way on him.
No, it
No, it
doesn't.
doesn't.
John is just so manly.
Well, I was at a New Orleans bar with Katie, and I was wearing, I don't know, some shirt from Nepal that I guess had some pink and purple highlights or whatever. And this man came behind me and gave me this rub on my back, like so, like forward in front of Katie, and we both looked at each other and I'm like, uh-oh. I was like, I guess I can't wear this one out, or I'm sending the wrong signal. So I was thinking of just that. I mean, I'm here in Asbury Park, and I'll let you guys connect the dots. I just want to avoid as much conflict as possible.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'll go. Just like everyone else, it was like I said this morning, magical. I'm still on a high. I came home from the drive and I felt like it was my birthday. I had so much loot with me that I was just overwhelming, and I just put it on the table and I said, I want to be rested. And, it was just a long, beautiful day. So I woke up in the morning with this feeling of just exhilaration, and I was overcome almost. Like I was very emotional because, we have this energy on Zoom, but when you're physical, together physically, it was just, I mean, I can't even describe it. I'm like becoming overwhelmed now, but so I'm opening everything, and I just couldn't believe, all that I received. And Nancy, when we got there, we were one of the early ones, and we thought we were late because of the traffic. And Bruce took us through your gardens, and I mean, I just, like everybody else, just was speechless. Just like, oh my gosh, look at this, look at this, look at this. And I loved Bruce's explanation of the trees, and it was great for Bill to be with him and hear that, because he's the scientific, mind. And it was just fascinating. And seeing you in the dojo and showing us some of your moves, I could have watched you all day. That was like an impromptu,
Just a snippet.
just a snippet. And
Just a little snippet.
again, just sitting in the different little spots in the garden that you had. I said, I would get up every morning with my coffee and just pick another spot. And I can understand now why I thought about this, why you said you love the garden in the winter, because I bet you it's beautiful. Because it was so sculpture with all the evergreens and the different trees and the paths with the snow. It just must be magic then too.
I actually like it better in the winter, because even though there's spots all over the garden to sit, the reality is you can't sit out there most of the summer because of the mosquitoes.
Okay.
So the winter time, there's no mosquitoes. So you
Right.
can pick any spot you want, it's good. I'm not a summer person.
Yeah. Well, it was just, and everybody, I'm sure, experienced, what I did as well. And when I opened your little goodie bag with the prayer flag and the coins and the keychain and the incense, and I was wondering why, I said, guys, you smell so good in here. I didn't realize that it had incense in it. But the prayer flag, I just, I wasn't sure when to hang it, like if there was a certain time. So I Googled it, and I think it said a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. And obviously it was Sunday. And I hate to admit this, but I had no recollection that it was like 9/11 until I turned on the television to put music on and saw, the memorial and the reading of the names. and it had been raining slightly at my house, not heavy, but slightly. And I was going to put off hanging the flag. And when I turned on the TV, I said, this is getting hung today.
Yeah.
And I went downstairs, put on my rain boots. I got some, like a hammer and stuff in case I had to drill a tree or something, and decided where to put it. And when I got outside, it had stopped raining. And I hoisted myself up the hill over the retaining wall and got up there, and I didn't have to use anything to hang it. But, you know, as soon as I hung it, said prayers and looked, it started sprinkling again. So it was just one of those moments, you know,
Nice.
and it was just so wonderful. So thank you for that. I'm really touched, and everything that you did. When you say people contributed, I mean, that really, you know, you're being very generous, because you did. But when I would try to help you, you would say, I got it. I got it. It's easier to do it than to tell you. And I think I only saw you sit down once.
Twice.
The whole time I was there. Well, I saw her once sit down. So you saw her twice, you know, and when the cake wasn't going to show up, off she goes to a bakery. And she bought 2 cakes. I mean, and then she's back. It was like Houdini. She was there. She was gone. There was this, it was that. I went in I thought, oh, I'm going to grab my dishes that I brought and I'll get them scraped off and just throw them in the bag. Nope, already washed, already there, already done.
Well, Victoria washed all the dishes, so you can thank Victoria for getting all your dishes back. She did all the washing and drying. She was funny.
Yeah.
She, I don't see her that often. I see her maybe twice, maybe 3 times a year. And she had been to a bar mitzvah in the morning. So she was complaining. She's very hard on herself. She was complaining, oh, all my friends are younger and they have better shapes and blah, blah, blah. So bottom line, she was wearing one of those Spanx things, the bra and the girdle and that, and she couldn't get it off. So she said, you have to come in the bathroom and help me. I said, okay. I don't realize she had no underwear. She had nothing on under this thing. I'm pulling it off of her like a rubber inner tire. Had to open all these snaps. And Victoria's a masseuse. She's very comfortable with her body. So she's standing here stark naked as a jaybird in my bathroom, telling me all about everything. And I'm going, oh, where's your pants? So I was glad to see Victoria. I got to see a lot of her. She's the one that did all the dishes. And as far as when to hang the prayer flags, I hang them as soon as Amazon delivers them. I never even thought to look up, you know, when's a good time. I like them because they're called wind horses. And horses are my favorite animal. And the horses take the prayers and they fly them off into the skies. They gallop off. So the idea of the prayer flags is to let them fray and let them disintegrate into the wind. You know, some people get upset when they fall apart, but they're meant to fall apart. So.
Well, I have to tell you that I absolutely love it. And I thank you all for being so welcoming to Bill as well, because, you know, this is my voodoo and my woo-woo. And he had a great time. And on the way home, I said, they're a really nice bunch of people, aren't they? He goes, yeah, you belong to a nice little cult there.
Another honest man.
And I said, well, if I have to belong to a cult, I want it to be like this. So. Yeah,
the biggest surprise for me was Ann Beth, because in my screen right now, you're from the top of the Zoom thing to the bottom of the Zoom thing. So I thought you were 6 foot tall. And to see this tiny little fairy girl, I didn't know who she was. She had the mask on. She had her eyeglasses on. She had a headband on. All I could see was these tiny little eyes. I had no clue who you were because I wasn't expecting this tiny little person. So we got a little garden fairy.
It was my pleasure. It was my absolute pleasure. You were so funny. You're so small. You're so tiny. I can't believe it. I thought you were so much bigger.
Because you fill up the whole screen.
Well, I'm grateful that Aunt Beth, your mom, allowed you to drive her car.
Indeed, indeed. She, I knew that she was a little twisted about something when she sent me a message and, are you on your way home yet? And of course I wasn't. It was 8 o'clock or something. And your mother still asks you, you know, watches the time that you get home. And it wasn't until I got on the road that I remembered she has to put the car in the garage because there's about a hair of space on either side to get that car in. And I wouldn't attempt it, you know, no way. So she came out
And
in
you
her
should all
robe.
know her mother's 91
Wow.
and she has to park the car.
And a nice car it is. A zippy car. Yeah, I mean, if the question was, how was it for you? Sorry, I was late. Technical difficulties as usual. Wow. Well, as I turned down the block, I saw people, you know, getting in and out of a car and whatnot. And all this was, it's like I knew who wasn't coming. And the only person I really wasn't sure of was Tammy, because I've never been sure of where Tammy lives. I thought Tammy lived in Florida and somewhere close by. So I drive up and sure enough, it's Tammy and Bill. And it's like, so, you know, that was a great surprise. And then, yeah, the welcome I got from Nancy was adorable. And yeah, I thought I was worried that I was late also, but there was traffic and everybody got caught in the traffic. So sorry, it's a noisy place here on that. And it was, I keep saying this, it was just beyond words. The total experience was amazing. It was fun. I'm still trying to take it all in. I haven't gotten it all in yet. And the generosity, Nancy, I wish I could have spent more time with you. I so appreciate that you came back when I was in the back of your garden and you explained the coins that were in the earth. And I tried to do what you did. And I said, okay, I got it as far as the first step. And I go, okay, she's in really good shape.
Practice, just a lot of practice.
I'll have to try to get out there and get myself in shape on those coins. The garden, you know, you had said at some point on the bells that, you know, it's the garden. It's really not that big. You know, Nancy, you have a Garden of Eden. You know, it's not that big. You're talking to city people. You're talking to, you know, it's not just city people, but people have gardens. But this is a landscaped park paradise. You know, you keep walking and you're gone. People don't see you anymore. the paths go around and the gazebo and the statues and the various plants and the trees that are being nursed in the back that Lee and I want to take one each. I told Bruce that we had our eyes on a couple of trees back there. Anyway, he
You
goes,
should have just taken them. He
beyond
wouldn't notice.
the fence. I go, yeah, beyond the fence. We were back there. And he's a hoot.
Yeah,
He is a hoot.
that he is.
And I love him. And oh my gosh, yeah, everybody's generosity. Rita,
Yes.
everyone brought, dishes. I'm glad I could eat some of it. I have a super restricted diet, so there's very little I can touch. But when you put that dish of cookies together for my mother, here, take this to your mother. She ate almost the whole thing, and I was shocked because she doesn't like chocolate really.
Well, those were Mary Beth's cookies. So you can thank Mary Beth.
Mary Beth, I mean, I couldn't believe those, chocolate chip caramel. Oh my God, my non-sugar diet just went to hell because I don't know how many of those I ate, but they were so good. Oh my God, they were ecstasy. My mother evidently thought so too, because she had at least 3 or 4. Rita Maida came with a purva, and I thought it was maybe a son we didn't know about because he looked so young. And the apurva I know in photographs is an older man, an older, more serious man. And this guy was a character. He was so funny and entertaining and youthful, and just delightful that you made it. The two of you and Lois, John, you really came a distance. So did you, Tammy. Wow, I really could go on and on. John, you're just a magnet for bad jokes. And I can't, I don't know what it is, because it started with the two of us from the first time I met. See, I really feel like I've met you somewhere before, in this world that we're in here, either feng shui or something. So you seemed familiar to me the first time I saw you on Zoom. And then, I don't know, it just instantly went down the wrong road. And it gets worse and worse. So I either have to apologize.
Old adults, Aunt Beth. I mean, I know I try and keep my youth, my rigor, energy, but I am 47, not 17, so it's all good. Or should I say,
Oh,
Mrs.
well,
Robinson?
so I'm too young for you. Okay. All right, I got it. Oh my God.
I just want to say that Nanqi, you definitely have the Chinese philosophy of creating a beautiful garden design, because Chinese gardens is about, meandering path. The qi just kind of moves around. You want to see surprises around each turn. And here, it was really a beautiful manifestation of all of us bells. We were all kind of like meandering. I was observing also everybody kind of interacted in different groups. You didn't all stay in your own little cliques. It was really wonderful that people literally were bubbling around and moving around, and the chi energy was floating around. And so that, and even the people on the Zoom, I was trying to give you that sense of, taking you around the garden and just kind of giving you the sense of how we all kind of bubbled around and moved around and people into different groups. And also it was just, I'm just so touched and so grateful of having all of you here as our family, and we intertwined and bubbled and have our little bursts and our tears and all that type of thing. So it was really, really, it was just magical. It really was. And as Ann Beth is saying, I'm still digesting all of this chi energy that's been created by all of us together, and that's been it's just so incredible. And it was so wonderful for people to meet each other for the first time, and actually, in a way, it's a landmark, because in this COVID we all came together, and I felt safe. I felt I just felt wonderful just to be outdoors in nature, literally being in nature with all of you. So it was really a magical, beautiful time being with all of you. So
It was wonderful that Nancy had the idea, and we all, I mean, she just drew us all in. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful that we could all be together, and on the occasion of your birthday, which absolutely really moves me to tears. So, I was thinking, oh, the question's going to be, what am I grateful for? And I'm
That
just,
was the question.
oh,
it also was on the peak of the full moon at the same time.
and the full
Yes.
moon that night was glorious. I hope you saw it. It was absolutely beautiful. And, to be with you, Ardea, haven't seen you in ages, Heather even longer. And it was, the few, I think Nancy next time has to have like a weekend retreat.
Well, I have an
Sleepover.
idea.
A
I have an
sleepover.
idea. My girlfriend just got back. I don't know how many of you have ever been to the Outer Banks on the Carolinas, but they have these big, beautiful beach mansions that are right on the dunes. And they rent them out. There's 15, 18 bedrooms in them with a big, huge kitchen. And they rent them out for
Wow.
like a week at a time. So I'm just looking at D. On my screen, you're sitting right above our D, looking very glamorous with your makeup and your earrings and your little cute top. And I'm thinking how many people here are beach people. So I think next year should be at the beach. I think
Yes.
we should rent one of these big mansions, and we
Love
can
that.
come top to bottom and just go down to the Carolinas and get one of these big houses and do a beach thing.
That would be amazing.
Yes.
That would be absolutely amazing.
They're a ton of money, but when you split it up among 10, 15 people, it's not bad.
And Lee,
Yeah, I was just gonna interject or say, yes, Nancy, what a fantastic idea, because I mean, literally I'm not gonna repeat because, Tammy and Ann Beth just said so much about, what we're all experiencing. And it really was just almost the absolute perfect experience, except that not all the bells were there. That would be the perfect, right?
Yeah.
That would have been so remarkable, right? Even getting Johan over. So yeah, if something like that could be planned ahead of time, truly where everyone can travel, would be just really, truly amazing. But yeah, it was just so, like I said, I'm not going to repeat everything because it was just so heartwarming, and I'm grateful that, we were honoring and celebrating Artie's birthday with everything that's been going on in this beautiful setting, beyond beautiful. And what's so fantastic about your place, what I love is that it's like the secret garden, right? I mean, the secret park, because from the front of your home, you would have no idea. And that's what I think is the magic of it. And that it was almost like a Harry Potter thing or something where you just keep going and going, and you're like, you've left reality because it just, you don't know you've gone through the doorways or the closet or the wardrobe. It's like 3 lots worth, right? You have like extra
I have
lots.
2, but I'm on a
Wow.
corner, so I
That's
back
why.
on 3 streets.
Yeah. So
So-
it's just perfect.
Yeah, so I'm the only house on the block that has 3 streets. My
Wow.
son has 2, and this block goes on a triangle. So yeah, it's unique like that.
Yeah,
It's
very unique.
wider than the rest of the pieces of property on the rest of the block. They're all
Yes.
60 by 100, but mine gets bigger because it triangles out. So yeah, it's a surprise.
Yeah, it really is. And it is that makes it magical because it just keeps going. And also it was so wonderful to see your dojo, and because you've described the building as they were building it with your, even the painter painting the ceiling, you've told, so to be in it, and just experience it was fantastic. And everyone in person, oh my gosh, yeah. So wonderful. I mean, beyond grateful. And I was definitely the drive was, we can sort of talk and laugh about the cake not showing up or us all being stuck in traffic, but we all made it and got home safe. And, even though the drive was sort of exhausting, I was very energized. I stayed up a little too late after, when I got home, and I'm like, just because of the energy. So it just really was. And I was grateful that, also Sue and Mary Beth and I could go together. It was like, like, wow. I mean, it was a beautiful thing that all came together. And then we got to have our, talks during, our talking time during the drive, and then getting all the treats. We left there like as if it was our birthday with all the different, like we like loaded the truck and car up with way more than we brought. So thank you endlessly. It was just,
And
really-
Meryl loved meeting you all, and she extends the invitation to do her class on
Yeah.
Tuesdays. She had a great time meeting everybody.
yeah, it was wonderful meeting her and Victoria, actually, and your son and your yeah, it was wonderful. Thank you so much. I know it's just like we're all beaming. So, and thank you, Rita.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of
dessert.
Meryl, there's no Qigong tomorrow. It'll resume again next Tuesday.
Okay.
And Mary Beth, what are you grateful for?
Well, it's interesting. But it was just an amazing time. I'm, echoing or dittoing, and I just have to say, when we get together again, Nancy gets my first foot reflexology session.
Thank you. I'll take it.
Because I had brought my little kit just in case I wasn't sure, how it was going to be laid out. Or I imagined people relaxing. And well, truth be told, you'd be helping me out with my my quota, but and to the point of the difference in size, amongst people that I know, we would describe Ann Beth. Yeah, she's tiny. I mean, you could put her in a cup. So that's how that would be. And just it was just wonderful. Like meeting Bruce and putting the faces to the stories and the dojo. And my God, for the cake. Wow. That was my birthday cake. It was just wonderful. And I'm like, am I hijacking our Dee's birthday? It was so really, I was really touched. And I know it exuded in the photos because I put them on Facebook. And of course, maybe I put them on 10 times. I'm not really good with the Facebook, but I know because I don't speak to my family other than in face value. And so I put it out, and then my brother immediately wrote on Facebook, "Where is that?" It's like, okay, I'm not really going to disclose. So it was just funny. So it was
It's a secret,
exuded
Scott.
out to
Don't
the
tell
world.
them.
We had a wonderful time in the garden. It was just, I loved just the otherworldliness of it. And then seeing people, and then wherever you went, you like walking around the garden, and you just felt comfortable. You didn't feel like you were approaching anybody's conversation, and the food and and the goodies. Oh my goodness. And Rita, I actually, when I first, I thought this was like, reminded me of a blueberry splash because I didn't really get that it was a flower. And I thought, oh, it's so, thank you very much. And it was just, I just thought it was wonderful and great to see everybody. And Beth, I'm glad you took the lead with making bad jokes to John, because I probably would have. So now I can go on this, because he's just easy that way. I mean, an easy target. I'm an easy target too.
Ba-dum-bum-bum.
No, I'm kidding. But it was great, and thank you, Nancy. For,
You're very welcome.
And Miss Lois. Oh, Rita.
I just wanted to say thank you to all of you. And it was effervescent, your party, RD, honestly. And thank you for nourishing it, with all the yummy food that everyone brought to the party. You not only fed our bellies, but you also fed our souls. And really enjoyed, it's one thing, I feel like we're a Brady Bunch looking at all these squares, but to meet in person, to see each other, to give each other a hug. And Rita, thank you for that beautiful shirt. Mine's in the wash, that's why I'm not wearing it yet, but I'll wear it for Fun Friday. And I love the paintings, Nancy. You can just, I can't wait to hang them up. I have to order some frames, but I'm going to hang them up. And the drive was so worth it, absolutely worth it. And I'm going to have to make another drive to pick up my prayer flags. But it was a lot of fun. And thank you for including Apurva. He really enjoyed it. And he was just laughing with Ann Beth and Sue's comments about his shirt. And he got such a kick out of that.
Oh, thank you.
I really do want that shirt.
Okay.
Great shirt. And I want you to know that I was talking to him up by the table, and we had started to put desserts out, I guess. And the platter of cookies was in a brown paper bag. And Apurva was standing next to it and just, talking to me and just like without looking, sliding his hand in there and grabbing another cookie and eating it. And then he'd slide his hand back in and grab another cookie and eat it. And I said, while you're standing here eating all those cookies, I said, your wife is waiting for you in the car. She is? No, I thought she was down there. I said, no, she already passed. And the car. So he went and looked and he found you. And then you went ahead to the car. And then before he was passing that table and he grabbed another cookie, and I saw him take only one. And I said, you have to take one for Rita. No, this is mine.
And Lois, what are you grateful for?
Well, it was such a magical day, and it didn't feel like a day. It felt like a whole experience. And, everybody pretty much covered all the good stuff, but I loved going into the different nooks. I felt like I was Goldilocks. Oh, I'll sit over here. Oh, now I'm going to sit over there. I went around the bend. I sat over there. I tried to sit on every bench and every cushion. And it was just such a celebratory, joyful day. And like we got goodie bags. It's like, are you kidding? I got my shell in a beautiful case, that was all so special. I have it in my office where I could see it all the time. And then I got a little bag with prayer flags and incense and all these goodies and coins and keychains. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then Nancy saying, take food. She brought out the to-go containers. And I was really good. I didn't eat the cookies on the way home, but they didn't last too long by the time I got back, between the lemon bar and the cookies, and I got popcorn. So it was just the energy of everybody together was just so joyful to see everyone. And, I almost forgot that I had never met some of you in person before. So it was like, yeah, we're all friends. It was just magical. Because my sense of reality is kind of a little bizarre these days. But being live and in person, it was like, yes, live from the garden. It's Saturday night. We could have done a skit. We could all have our characters. So t-shirts and goodies, and everybody was so thoughtful about every little thing. And Nancy, you just went above and beyond, you and Bruce. And again, I felt like I knew them for like my whole life. Am I related to you on some level? I don't know. But it tells you something when you can meet someone for the first time and be in their home and feel so comfortable that you feel like you belong. And I think that's what RD has created, a sense of belonging. We all belong together, whether we can be here in person, whether we can be on Zoom, whether we're calling in, wherever we are. So it's that sense of belonging, and that's what I'm grateful for.
Thank you, Lois.
That was beautiful. Thank you.
And Miss D, what are you grateful for today? She's trying to unmute. She's trying to unmute. Oh, well.
Use sign language.
Oh.
I saw her say, "Oh, F," the F word. Did someone else not speak?
I think we got everybody here.
Barbara, did you speak?
Yeah, I wanted to say that I really appreciated meeting everybody and hugging everybody. It was just so special. And thank you all for coming and being there, and Nancy for hosting. And it was great celebrating your birthday, RD.
And to me, I think the magic moment when we literally all held hands together and I rang the bells. How about that? That was very special. So maybe we can do that now. We'll do a nice little...
Actually, when we got home, I asked RD what was the best part or what was your favorite part of the party. And he said it was when we all held hands in the circle.
Agree.
That was so great.
Absolutely.
We chanted together too.
And we chanted together too. That's true. Exactly. That was very special.
The whole thing was special.
So let's take the next 10 minutes and let's just kind of be together. How about that? So I'm
I
gonna
have to tell you, I could feel the energy. I feel all this energy. It is absolutely beautiful. Beautiful.
And
it is beautiful. I can't stop smiling just seeing all of you again. Like I've been smiling since Saturday, and then to see you again, it's just bringing all that energy right back.
Same here. Same here. Yeah.
Yes.
so let's, I'm gonna mute everybody. And
You don't have to mute D.
So I'll mute everybody and let's take for the next 10, 15 minutes if you can stay. And let's just relax and just breathe. And let's just imagine. Imagine that we are all holding hands together and our beautiful purple healing chi ball, like the lotus flower, and all of our hearts are just combined together as one. And just enjoy this quiet time of gratitude and of love. Hmm. And just relax and breathe. And let's all come back. Let's all come back to this beautiful garden paradise at Nancy's place, Nancy and Bruce, and just be. Let's all be together and enjoy the present moment. And just continue breathing gently. Inhale and exhale. And we are so calm, peaceful, yet filled with gratitude and joy. And just be. Just continue to be. Breathe. So let's all gently, gently come gather together in a circle, holding hands like the petals of the lotus flower, and in the center, our hearts just brimming with joy and love and radiating. Imagine that we are radiating healthy, positive chi energy for all the cells of our body, healthy chi, and then radiating all of this chi energy to our family, our friends, and our global community. And let's close with the ringing of the bells. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. The six true words just filled with gratitude and compassion and kindness and love. So gently, gently take our leaves and rub them together, awaken the chi cells. And then slowly, slowly caress your face, wash your face, gentle little tap. Tap, tap, tap along your face and on your head, on the back of your head. Rub your ears and do a little tap dance along the meridians of your arms, the bottom part of the arm, top part. Little tap along your shoulders and your heart and your organs. Little tap dance on the earth. And do a little shake, 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 shake. Yes! And it's the best day ever. Happy Monday, and just continue with this wonderful celebratory chi energy that nurtures our souls and our spirits. Have a beautiful day, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, John, I was just curious, how long did it take you to get home? And I wanted to apologize for calling